Way to go, kids! The first graders have been anxiously awaiting this lesson. The stick figure puppets have been displayed in the library for the past few weeks while the book fair was going on. I've been building excitement for this lesson by telling the students, you are my expert puppeteers. You get to be the leaders and show the rest of the school how to put on a puppet show. In order to put a puppet show on, the kids decided on 3 steps. Once the students are in a good working area, they need to first make a plan. Second, practice telling the story. And then they need to actually try it out following good directions. So, thanks for watching. Great job, girls. Good job thinking about the characters and the parts.
Main characters: the pig and the girl. Main setting: the house.
Guys, you're doing a nice job getting set with your plan. Good work. I know you're starting with the first one and then you'll do the second, but decide who the parts are and which characters you're going to be. Great job. I love it. So you're practicing a little bit with what the story will look like, and you've decided on who is which part. Nice job, girls. These are beautiful pieces that you made. Good job making your own finger puppets. Boys, I love you're starting to assign parts. Now, it might be easy if you do rock, paper, scissors, or if people are okay. Now, whose is it? Is it yours, Elijah? So you could also assign parts because you could choose what you liked. But these are beautiful things that you boys created. Please set up the parts and characters. Good planning.
The crusty ground and this package lives in a rock. This is Plankton. He works at the Chum Bucket. This is SpongeBob. He lives in a pineapple. And they all live in the sea.
You're awesome. So are you talking about what's happening in your story after the characters? We're going to do that next. Exactly. We'll do that next. I'm very proud of you. Great work. And this is a group of 3. You're doing great work. Are you guys practicing the story already, or are you giving parts out? So I notice here there's 3 parts. Did you get to give any parts out yet, Karina? Is that what you're doing this time? Is that what you're doing now? Because it looks like you guys are telling the story already. Put those down because we're not telling the story yet. And then you need to talk about the parts. So decide on characters and parts. Look at Karina's. Everybody can get a part. Talk about Karina's and choose a part.
They're both the same. They're both the same. 3, 4, 5, 6.
The students did a great job assigning parts and talking about the characters to get the story started. Next, the students needed to talk about a script or the type of words they were going to use to tell the story. They've already practiced using scripts by creating them and writing them, so they've had a lot of work with the actual story. As puppeteers, they're not probably going to have a script in front of them, but they do have an option that they could go back to check if they needed to.
And we are going to find a honey pot, a purple flower, and an orange leaf.
I know you're planning your story. Camille, it does not need to be perfect right now. You can turn to Kira and say, what should we say, right? You're just doing your planning. It does not need to be perfect. Do you have a plan for what your characters are saying? Oh, good. If you're getting stuck, just turn to Karen and say, hey, help me out. I don't know what to say, okay? That's good. Plan your story. Good job planning it. I heard the end as I came over, so you got one of your stories done already? And you were just kind of planning it. You can add more feeling in it later? Good. So you can even plan your next story?
Yeah.
Awesome. And a hush fell over the crowd. I love that you're starting to tell a story. First, sit down in your chairs. You can do more by just talking about it first. So what I want you to do is talk about it. Now listen, I overheard somebody said, I'm the color of the sun. Talk about what your crayons will say. Because doesn't the red crayon say something? Like, why do you always use me for the fire truck, right? Doesn't he say that? So come up with what they say. Go ahead. Yes.
They always say like different words all the time because sometimes they like mess up with crayon when they're writing a sentence.
Nice job. So now tell your friends and get them prepared so that when we do this next, then you can do the real moving, okay? So you're planning out the story pieces? What happened first? What happened next? What happened after? What happened last? Good. Tell the story parts, Antonio. Oh, now I can see you have everybody included. Now tell me this story. Do y'all have a plan? Karina, do you have a plan yet? Oh, so Cass, you need to take your owl in your hand and Colin, you need to sit in your bottom. Now look at each other and ask what the parts are. Do you see the 3 owls? Karina, tell them what the parts are for the owls. I'm sure you can hear the excitement building in the room. The students are now on their 3rd step where they get to try it out. They need to be able to work well independently and make good choices. In my library, I spend much of the beginning of my year, even into the middle of the year, teaching good choices and troubleshooting, so that by now, when I say make good choices, the students are really able to make those good choices. Being the character is the toughest part, which is really adding dialogue. The kids will need more support with that as the next weeks continue. Oh, there you go. Are you telling the story now? The 3rd one is act it out. Make sure you're telling the pieces. Oh, good, you're acting it out. Oh, let me see. Are you acting out your story, telling the pieces?
Listen, you let me work as hard as all of your crayons. Please, I just wanted to write this letter. Just don't use me as hard as all your other crayons.
Great job, boys. Keep going. Keep going.
Knuffle Bunny. When we went back on the crane, we found a Knuffle Bunny. Yeah. Okay.
Oh no, that's not Knuffle Bunny. Yeah, don't lose your characters. Good job, girls. Good work. I've been so excited to get to this group. You guys moved on to your another story?
Yeah.
Okay, let me listen in. Thank you, girls. Have fun.